Okay, so za mu ɗan yi improving ɗin database ɗinmu. Initially, we created the elections table with only the ID, the PUID, then the list of the parties. So let me go ahead and open the CSV file in Excel and then do the little modifications which I want to do, and then bring it back into my database. So let me go to File over here, and here is it. You see, is the election.csv. So I will click it, open it. Okay, so what I would like to do is I would like to create two more fields. Okay, right here I would like to add, let me go to insert, again. All right, so the first one here is going to be LG ID, and then this one is going to be RA ID. All right, so as for the LG ID, as for the LG ID, let me again open another spreadsheet. So let me go to file, let me go to, should it be PUs or RS? I think it should be PUs. So let me go to the PUs. So you see, for the PUs here, we have the RAID already, which means I can simply copy this entirely. Okay, so let me go ahead and copy, or better still, let me select the entire column by clicking at the top here, do Ctrl C, copy it, and bring it over to the other workbook, which is election right here, and then paste it right here, Ctrl V. Okay, so I want to make sure that everything is intact, so let me do Control Shift Control down arrow key. Sorry, just Control down arrow key. It will take me to the very bottom of the record, which is 1208. Okay, so you see I'm good right here, no problem whatsoever. All right, so let me go back to the PUs again, and then I will take a look at from where does the cursor stop and just not began. Okay, so ga kullum ga lawan daga kan Bauchi Road, ga shi na Zabolo, Saya, Basa, gindin akwati, ake tafi da kan Bauchi Road, ga shi nan daga daidai kan nan ne. So this is the end of the 16th RA. Okay, and then the 17th RA according to the ID is going to be Bauchi Road, and for this record that is 295. What this means is that up to 295 will belong to LGID 1. Okay, and from 296 it should be LGID 2. Okay, so then we go back to the election table. That's a 296 for. 296. 296 against number 17 in that is when this 2 is going to be started. So let me select the 2 together and let me double click here, and we are done. Okay, so if we check Control down arrow key, we'll see all the way to 1208 we have the LG ID number 2, and then let me do Control up arrow key again, and this is going to be 1, which I can safely click and drag down until I get to 290, 96, 95. Okay, all the way to here. Okay, so that is all that we have to do right now. So let me go ahead and save that. Okay, so some features might be lost, blah blah. Just make sure that you save it. It is warning that we may have possible data loss. So let me close that up. So I will go back to my SQL, and then I will go to the election database, which is right here, and then under the tables, make a right click, and you do table import data wizard, just like how you did earlier. So let me go to browse, and I will search for the election, which is right here, which is also CSV. You click open to open it, then you move to next. Okay, so you must use this drop table if exists, because we want to drop the previous table and then upload this new one. So let me go to next here. So you see now we have the LG ID, we have the RA ID in the circle. As you can see, we move to next, and then we move to next and wait for the data to be executed. All right, so now let us move to next, and we will write it all over again. I will do select sum. Let me break this into this line. Well, let me start with this. Count is submitted, and by the way, you can find it that is submitted if we run this. You see, this is the very last column, is submitted. Okay, that is what I am actually picking. So let me simply select count is submitted from election. Okay, very simple query. And then let me run the query. Okay, so I have gotten the result as 1208. All right, so now let me add one more thing. So let me add sum, and as for the sum, what I'm going to be summing is going to be, let me pick one of the items at the top. Let me sum this ADC. Okay, so I will sum ADC. Okay, and let me run the query again. So you see we have 0. Okay. Now let me add the group by clause. Group by LG ID. Okay, so you see now it is going. Okay, this 295, that is Basa, and this 913, that is just not. Okay, so now that I am on the right track, that this ADC, this is the count and this is the ADC. Now let me include something. So let me say that this is going to be from election E join LG L on E dot LG ID is going to be equals to L dot ID. Okay, so this is going to be equals to E dot submitted and also E dot ADC respectively. So we are selecting from election E, then joining LG L on E dot LG ID equals to I dot ID and L dot ID. This comma we don't need it, so let me remove it and let me run the query. Okay, so it looks it is going according to what we want. Okay, so in addition, let me pick the l dot lg. Okay, and let me run. Okay, works fine, no problem. You see, now we are able to get Basa and Just North respectively. Okay, so which means now we can just keep going accordingly. The query refuses to work in the first place. Okay, because what we will do now is simply we simply pick the ADC. Okay, now we'll do APC, APP.
So we are going to do the one after the other.
Let me expand the screen.
Same procedure.
Yeah, same procedure. So this count is going to be as submitted, and this is going to be as ADC. Okay, and let me copy this, see it, and then Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. Let me start it right here and do some updates. So after the ADC, we have the APC here, and that is going to be as APC. Then we have APP, APP. Then we have what again? LP, as LP. Then which one? NNPP, as NNPP. Then which one again? Then NRM, NRM. Then we have PRP, as PRP. Then SDP, as SDP. Okay, and then we want to also sum the registered voters. So registered voters, as registered voters, and then accredited, this one is ACC for accredited voters, as accredited voters. Then say common ada rejected votes for, as rejected votes. Okay, so we have already picked is submitted. Okay, so now let us run the query again and see what we are going to get. So you see it is working just fine, no problem whatsoever.